adding more plastic string to the weed eater. There's two buttons on either side of the weed eater on the head that that you can pull off the yellow head pretty easily. But then the the part below it, the part where the string is attached to the string feeder, it is kind of difficult to get a hold of. So, but you can do it. It just there. I think there's some kind of plastic areas in it where it just locks. It self locks once you insert the weed eater head, that black weed eater head that I'm showing you there. Then it will just I think it will lock into place and stay on there. But what I have here is a dual weed string um, head, and that, of course, that's the top right there for the weed eater. Um, but the what I'm using is I'm using, I think it's 0.78 millimeters or something. I can't remember the amount of the measurement of the wire that I'm using, but I use scissors to cut the wire, because that wire is pretty thick and it's pretty hard. It's there's not a lot of give in it. It's very firm, you know. But there, if you saw, there was little eyelets on the bottom of that weed string head that I have there in my hand. And it's very important to go the direction of the arrows, because it, if that that black plastic weed head that I have in my hands has arrows that are pointing a certain way. Either they're pointing, I think they're pointing clockwise. So what you want to do is you want to, add line to it clockwise. So what we're trying to do is we want to make it so that the string is attached naturally as possible. That's why I'm allowing the string to kind of follow a natural pattern and let it go right there. I string it around. I go one revolution, and then I let it go, so that I can see which direction the string wants to go. Because that's one thing, is if you don't allow the string to go in a natural direction that it wants to go, it's very firm and very tough, and it will make it so that whenever you get down to using the weed eater, pushing the button and using the weed eater on the weeds, and running the weed eater, in your backyard or in your front yard or whatever, then the string will not uh, it will not feed. It will not automatically feed. So what you need to do there is you just need to go one lap around, string with one lap around, and then allow it to allow the string to kind of naturally go in the direction that it wants to go. It's very, like I said, it's very firm. It's very tough. The string is very firm and very tough. So I'm allowing it to I'm allowing the string to go in the direction that it wants to go. There, and in addition to the eyelets, there's also little sleeves or little cuts on the sides of the the weed eater head right there, the black weed eater head that I have. And so what I can do, what I did there is I put the strings in those little sleeves, just to hold the um, the plastic string during the meantime while I show it to you. Did you see the arrows there? And the string, I was wrapping the string around the black head the way it's supposed to go. So I got the black uh, head there, and then I inserted that onto the weed eater head, or onto the shaft, I guess is what they call it. But you see now, I took the the string. I'm taking the string and I'm kind of weaving it into. There's an eyelet right there on either side of the weed eater, and I'm running a piece of wire. I'm running a piece of the plastic wire in through the eyelet. Okay, and then what I'm doing after that is I'm releasing the string from the I guess it's a sleeve or a what did I just say? Uh, yeah, a string. I'm releasing the string from the fold, or the catch in the black head that is going on right there. So anyway, I ran the plastic metals or the plastic string through the eyelets on the front on the head. You see how I have it there? Kind of. So I guess you can kind of see it. So I ran the plastic string through the eyelets, and then I don't have it attached, anymore to the anchors, because I want it to self-feed. I want it to feed, whenever I run out of string, whenever I'm cutting along and I hit something hard or whatever, and the string gets eaten off, breaks off, then I want it to naturally feed or automatically feed out more string. So that's what I did there. And this is just an example of me using the weed eater. There's a button there on the back of the, where on my right hand, where the weed eater is, and you push that in, and it will get those, get the plastic moving pretty well. I think it's vinyl. I think that's vinyl string. Sometimes the vinyl string or the plastic string gets kind of wrapped up in itself, but I didn't really have a problem with that.